All right, welcome back. There's been reports of flooding in Adamawa State. Heavy flooding since yesterday, and a lot of deaths reported. But also worrisome is the fact that there are other states that have been flagged that this could happen as well. FCT 2 can be prone to this flood. Somewhere in Airport Road, what's it called, Galadimawa, and all that area. So people should be very careful. Our sincere condolence to those that lost their life in Adamawa State. But people should be watchful and know how it's going before they step out. It's been so much torrential rain today in Abuja, so people should watch out for the weather forecast. You can get a weather forecast on your phone and know how it's going to rain, and be careful on the road as you drive as well. All right, Ishaya, welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes, we love to have new faces here.
I'm still here.
You're still here. Okay, so at this moment, our lawyer or our activist turned lawyer, Deji Adeyanju, is saying that Peter Obi is running from democratic practice of electionary primaries before the real election to choose party candidates. Deji, we know him to be an activist, now he's not a lawyer, so let's call him a lawyer activist. To him, he said he has resigned from politics. I don't know why he's getting involved in the nitty-gritty of ADC. I don't know if he's adopted ADC. I don't know if he works for Atiku Abubakar now, but he says that he should face ADC. Why is he not talking about APC or PDP? Why ADC? Shah, let me start from you.
Well, thank you very much. I think if I will say anything about it, maybe that is his opinion.
Yes, definitely.
Because that's his opinion. Who is not running into other parties? Is it that you're talking about Peter Obi running from ADC to PDP to whichever Labour? The same thing Atiku did. I'm sure Atiku is the founder. Maybe I'm sure he's one of the person that had trying to bring this coalition together.
Yes.
Because for him to bring David Mark and to bring other Arebashola and the rest to be the leaders of the party.
Yes.
I believe very clearly that he has an ambition.
Yeah.
And since he has an ambition, you cannot distinguish Deji and Dino.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dino is very close to
Atiku.
And Deji is one of Dino's boy. Now Dino has become a lawyer too. He wants to become an activist as well, and a politician. So I'm sure he's speaking the mind of somebody.
Yeah.
That he had the voice of Jacob and the hands of Esau. So
yeah.
that most likely that's what he's saying. And for me, that's his opinion. If Obi is going to any party that will give him the mandate, that ticket, and he knows he's going to give a big fight, why not? Why not?
Okay, Peter, let me come to you. Now, Obi is not in the politics of, there's this, the acronym, we know they give chichi. Do you understand? And party politics or party primaries are always very money heavily induced delegate votes. And I don't think Obi wants to do that. I'm sure Obi would rather give the money to charity institutions to strengthen them than to be giving them to individuals. Maybe sometimes we even heard that party delegates get as much as 30 million, 40 million and all that. And I know Obi won't be involved in that. And Deji is telling him, go and do primaries. Or why are you running from primaries? You are running from PDP to... He said he wants free tickets. Presidential...
I'll come to... Let me start with Deji has done his bit as an activist. Now, we have applauded him. And I think now he has transited. If you remember some few weeks ago, he was even encouraging Showore to go and join this coalition. He was advising him, guy, go join this ADC, go join this. But you see a call to make. That shows Deji activated. So, having said that, meaning he has an interest in ADC. He said something again that was striking. He said every other member of this coalition has gone to their base to establish the movement.
To galvanize the people towards the ADC.
But there, as a lawyer, as a person, shows ignorance. That's what they call anti-party activity. Obi has not left Labour. Obi has not joined ADC. Why would he go to Anambra to establish ADC? So that's we speak out of emotion, and because somebody has paid us to do something, we're not looking at the thing squarely. Obi is not a member of ADC as it stands today. He is part of the coalition. Coalition does not start and end with ADC. So that he should know. And secondly, instead of Obi wants a free ticket, Nigerians want him to get a free ticket. Because he can't go and do primaries where you do delegates and invest so much money. And you want him to rule well. Until we discard that process. See, remember last time, what happens between Atiku and Wiki? They spend so much money. If you remember, at that period, price of dollar goes above the roof. Because these things are done with dollar. They dollarize our economy. So Deji, as an activist or a former activist, is that the line what Nigerians
No, he's still an activist.
And you are encouraging Shawari to come and join the coalition with ADC?
Because Shawari is a politician.
He has his own brand of politics. Say he doesn't believe in associating with others. For him to encourage him to go and associate with those him has stood with Shawari, not associate with, so there's a change. So this is when they unconsciously they show their hand. He said something about Obi is behaving like somebody that is confused, hobnobbing from ADC, Labour, and PDP. There is not been any mention of PDP in the whole equation. Obi wants a place, and I agree with him totally, where he will not spend money to get the ticket. You see, Nigerian politics now is money back. And again, you don't blame them when they spend 2 billion, 3 billion. You don't want to recoup the money. Until we discard that, sure, Deji, Nigeria will not move forward. That Nigeria that you want will not move forward by what you are proposing.
All right. It seems as if Deji, beyond his personal opinion of how things should go, we all know how things go in party primaries and politics. We also know how APC came up. Of course, we just talked about Atiku Abubakar, and he told us how he put ADC together and all that. And of course, his eyes is on the primary. We also know that he's not a Nigerian favored candidate.
No.
Do you understand? Now, will you expect Obi to go there and be dry? He knows the party politics thing. You won't expect Obi to go there and be doing that. So why is he encouraging Obi to now go through that route that he knows that is not going to be good for him?
Well, if you look at very critically, Obi is more smarter than other politicians.
Yes.
He knows that the end would not favor him.
Yes.
And that is why he decided to say, look, if I join this coalition, they would do me what they did to Wiki. You know, Wiki knew he was going to win that primaries at all costs.
Yeah, I was shocked.
He knew he was going to win that primaries, but he didn't know that they had planned him all this while to see that they would age him out. And that was what even demoralized him at all. Now, the emergence of the former chairman, PDP chairman, Ayu.
Ayu, yeah.
I knew that there was something there because when Ayu was looking for that chairmanship, I knew he came. You know, him and Prof wanted to Jerry Ghana wanted to contest for that chairmanship, and if they go defeat, you know, so he would defeat him. He cannot stand. Now there was day he came to see Jerry Ghana. At least he spent almost 3 hours, and I said to him, "Why don't you go and come back now?" He refused to go. I said, "Why is this man so desperate?" Now if you look at critically at that primaries, when Wiki lost, he went to see Tambuwal. He went to see Tambuwal the next day and making the hero of the convention. So there's no way in politics, you know, that those guys, they will play out. And that is why Obi is looking for, if you go there, what remove Atiku from PDP? First and foremost, because he knew that Wiki will not give him that, there's no way he'll get that ticket. And now, PDP saying they want to zone the presidency to the south. Hopefully, if they know that Obi is going to be a good candidate, they'll give him.
Yes.
Even though I know that there's going to be a big fight between because Wiki still has his paymaster. He will not want him to go out like this. But if in any case the two of them come out to contest, you know, Atiku, definitely there's no way he will go. Listen, because as at that time, well, I keep saying that we still have 2 years ahead. We don't know who will be alive then. Because that's one thing, the supernatural of God. And then 2 again, you don't know whether at that time you'll be strong or you won't be strong. And you don't know, just like Peter Obi just took that ticket of Labour in less than 3 years.
9 months.
Yeah, 9 months. And look at the kind of the kind of attraction he got. And look at the way everybody, the people just loved him. Now in politics, in primary politics, there's no way you not spend money. At least I tried it. I knew how. Do you know the funny thing about those politicians that they will collect money from you today?
Yeah.
They will collect from 5 people, candidates. And then on that day, he will put up his handset. And then he will carry his a ticket and give to one of his brother. And then he will tell him, go and vote for so-and-so. By the time he called me from out the money, the phone will not ring. Until after that, he has collected enough money. And that's where, if the electorate will be more, make the kind of sacrifice and allowed a kind of a
consensus candidate
and allow people to go. Because if everybody is collecting that kind of money, just like what he said is that if you collect my money, I should recoup my money. And that is why we don't get good governance. If we are giving you 1 billion today as a project, as far as I'm concerned, he may deliver about, let's say, about 400 million to do the project. The remaining 600, they will share it among them. And that is why we have, even though they do the kind of compromise to the work. So I think we must make sacrifice to us Nigerians.
Yeah.
For me, let's wait and see how it goes. Whoever that emerges the best, because if our article at this age, it's going to be 80 something, 81 as then, most likely.
Yes.
So why would you want to go and contest again? Just like happened with that Biden now. So the way he was at that age, he want to go and come out from the aircraft, from the other side, from the back door. You don't know how.
I think again, what they're trying to do, they're trying to blackmail OP into joining ADC.
My major worry is why is Deji interested. But though Isha told me that, or he said that himself and Dino, they are from Oku.
They're close.
You know, they're quite close. They're from the same place.
Let me tell you, it's not only DG. If listen of late, that is landed between him that we wants a free ticket, doesn't want to go through the primaries, they want to blackmail him into joining ADC. And that will be the biggest mistake he will make. See what happened to Wike. After our primaries, it was too late for Wike to join any party to contest.
Yes.
So if Obi, by this blackmail, joins, by the time they do their primaries, it will be too late for him to jump
to another party.
Yes. So he was fortunate that what happened last election, he left PDP before the delegate election. He had time. But now this delegate election, if he joined that party, before he joined another party, I think in the party constitution, there's a number of days you need to stay in the party before you contest. So he will not make up. So what they are trying to do, to see a way to get him to join. And again, I think he said that Obi is the only person that has not established the ADC in their zone.
Yeah.
Has Malam done? Has Malam Erifai established ADC in the Kaduna?
Northwest.
So why is Zorin down, Obi? So that is subtle pressure, blackmail, to force him to join ADC. As it stands today, ADC is shaking because Obi and Malam Erifai has not officially joined them. And that is distraction. Also, what happened to when Amechi went to Port Harcourt? People gathered because they felt that Obi is there. When people notice that they are no longer there, it is just that natural death. Natural death.
Now, what would be your advice to Obi?
For me, he should remain steadfast and look at let it study
the terrain,
the weather, and see which one will be favorable to him. Because if he's in a hurry to join the ADC, they'll bring it out. Because you can't trust David Mark. You cannot, because he's the same friends between him and Ayu. And Sule Lamido, all of them are in the same program. And what's his name? This man from Yobe. This one that used to bring 500 votes every year since 1999. Maina Waziri.
Okay.
Maina Waziri. He was, those are the die-hard of Atiku. Because I remember when they did the zoning, they wanted to do that zoning committee with PDP during the 2022 election that proceeded 2023. They were there. And honestly speaking, if you see the way those guys came like vampires at the meeting, Otom was the one that shared this. They did not give Otom, the way they spoke to Otom self got confused. So that is why you know that those guys are so desperate. And they said the only person that have capacity. And I asked what kind of capacity. If you have capacity, look at the difference between Manobi at the last election.
Yeah.
Even though you say you didn't have money. Most likely you didn't have money, and that's what. But in any case, if you're a man of capacity, you have the vote. How? There's no way you do this. So I think our advice would be to be very careful. Even what's his name? Just like you said, Erifai have not joined them officially.
Exactly. So why is Deji not majoring on Erifai other than just? They
know the strength of Obi now. They know that if Obi should take that ticket anywhere,
they know what to do.
There's no way the article said about that.
My advice to Obi is that he should do the same thing he did last time with Labour. He should go to a party that guarantees him the tickets.
What's your advice to Deji?
Deji, There's no way you used to be an activist or now ADC
Are you a
member.
politician?
Not just an ADC member. It's like you're standing as if you're the spokesperson. Even the spokesperson came out to tell us that why Obi has not joined. Now you are coming to condemn Obi. So I don't know where you stand. So you should find where you stand. Let's not just know.
All right. Principles of democracy doesn't mean that it has to be money back. Principle of democracy is that people should use their conscience to choose whoever they want, and that's what we are telling Nigerians. We always had delegates all over the world, but not induced financial delegates, and that's what we want in Nigeria, and that's not the kind of politics we want to play in Nigeria. We'll be right back on Landslide Podcast.